Remember last week how some Team USA Olympic athletes were shit-talking the United States? Well, it's going on again. Some more wokeness is happening, so we will get into that in the second half of the video. In the first half, I do want to talk about what's happening in the United States. But before we begin, all I ask in return is for you guys to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We're going to kick things off with this video right here with Pam Bondi testifying.
Didn't ask Merrick Garland anything about Epstein, not once. When he was
weak sauce.
And also, I want the record to reflect that, you know, with this anti-Semitic culture right now, she voted against a resolution condemning.
Oh,
is
Jewish.
I just want to be clear.
Do you want to go there, Attorney General? Or do you want to go there? Are you serious? Talking about anti-Semitism to a woman who lost her grandfather in the Holocaust? Really?
The committee will be in order.
Talk to Jared Wise about anti-Semitism.
The ranking member knows that.
Can I get like 30 seconds back, you know?
Yeah, I've been.
Balance took 30.
Emotional intelligence of the left, I tell you. They lack it. And when they don't get their way, they throw fits or they, you know, shoot up places.
In addition to taking public safety threats off the street, ICE here in this state have located 3,364 missing unaccompanied alien children. Children that the last administration lost and weren't even looking for.
Wow.
That's because of the leadership of President Trump, these children were located.
Speaking of the last administration, we got to take a look at this clip right here. Barack Hussein Obama. He goes to vote, and what does he do? Take a look at this. Look at this. He pulls out his identification. Barack Hussein Obama went to vote and pulled out a form of identification, which leads us into the fact that even CNN can't hide the fact that most Americans actually agree with voter ID.
What's the racial breakdown on this, right? Because I think a lot of people make the argument that people of color, non-white Americans, have a harder time procuring a photo ID to vote. But even here, take a look here. Favorite photo ID to vote. 85% of white people favor it. 82% of Latino. 76% of black Americans favor it. So the bottom line is this. Voter ID is not controversial in this country. A photo ID to vote is not controversial in this country. It is not controversial by party, and it is not controversial by race. The vast majority of Americans agree with Nicki Minaj that, in fact, you should have a photo ID to be able to vote.
I can't believe we're watching this on CNN, but that's exactly what's happening. So I want to pass a question off to you. Do you believe in voter ID? Let me know down in the comments.
We revoked her visa. It's an F1 visa, I believe. We revoked it, and here's why. And I'll say it again. I said it everywhere. Let me be abundantly clear, okay? If you go apply for a visa right now, anywhere in the world, let me just send this message out. If you apply for a visa to enter the United States and be a student, and you tell us that the reason why you're coming to the United States is not just because you want to write op-eds, but because you want to participate in movements that are involved in doing things like vandalizing universities, harassing students, taking over buildings, creating a ruckus, we're not going to give you a visa. If you lie to us and get a visa and then enter the United States and with that visa participate in that sort of activity, we're going to take away your visa. And once you've lost your visa, you're no longer legally in the United States, and we have a right, like every country in the world has a right, to remove you from our country. So it's just that simple. I think it's crazy. I think it's stupid for any country in the world to welcome people into their country that are going to go to your universities as visitors. They're visitors. And say, I'm going to your universities to start a riot. I'm going to your universities to take over a library and harass people. I don't care what movement you're involved in. Why would any country in the world allow people to come and disrupt? Now, we gave you a visa to come and study and get a degree.
Yeah, I mean, you want to try that stuff? Go to China and see how that works, right? Go visit China and try to start a riot, see what happens. I mean, you'll get taken to prison. You won't ever come back to your home country, right? So there's a lot of leniency in the United States, and people are very much taking advantage of it.
Not to become a social activist that tears up our university campuses. And if we've given you a visa and then you decide to do that, we're going to take it away. I encourage every country to do that, by the way, because I think it's crazy to invite students into your country that are coming onto your campus and destabilizing it. We're just not going to have it. So we'll revoke your visa, and once your visa is revoked, you're illegally in the country and you have to leave. Every country in the world has a right to decide who comes in as a visitor and who doesn't. If you invite me into your home because you say, I want to come to your house for dinner, and I go to your house and I start putting mud on your couch and spray painting your kitchen, I bet you're going to kick me out. Well, we're going to do the same thing if you come into the United States as a visitor and create a ruckus for us. We don't want it. We don't want it in our country. Go back and do it in your country. But you're not going to do it in our country.
Yeah. And speaking about disrespecting the United States, now's the perfect time to get into Team USA Olympians. So this chick right here, pansexual Amber Glenn, trolls conservatives after winning a gold medal in a team event at the Olympics. Glenn, who thinks queers are under attack in the United States, was seen posing with her gold medal while playing Hose Mad. They hate to see two woke bitches winning. If woke means people who use their platform to advocate for marginalized communities in the country, then they are actively representing, then yeah, sure.
It's been a hard time for the community overall under this administration. It isn't the first time that we've had to come together as a community and try and fight for our human rights.
I mean, good job for winning a medal for the United States, the country that you represent. It's just odd that you would go and fly to the Olympics, represent the United States, being paid by the taxpayers by the United States, and then try to shit talk the United States. Kind of weird. So this weekend, Amber Glenn and her teammates, her teammate Elisa Liu, targets far-right fury for their progressive pro-LGBTQ plus stances and their own queer identities, took home gold in their team figure skating event at the 2026 Winter Olympics. Glenn had already drawn a firestorm for a pre-Olympic press conference in which she spoke freely about Trump's attacks on the LGBTQ community, leading to death threats and a temporary retreat from social media. Now, after winning gold, Glenn returned to TikTok to post photos of herself and her teammate with their medals, captioning the post, "They hate to see two woke bitches win," openly mocking conservative critics for their political activism. And you can see right there, that's the photo that they posted. I mean, I don't think anyone's upset that they won. I think people are a little upset that you are gloating this in people's faces, like being anti-American. And it's just totally unnecessary. Their figure skating team victory comes days after far-right backlash of comments made during a press conference prior to a competition. At the conference, Glenn, who openly identifies as pansexual, spoke. What does that even mean, by the way? Is it like a different version of bisexual? Spoke about attacks from the Trump administration on LGBTQ plus people and immigrants. It's been a hard time for the community overall in this administration. It isn't the first time that we've had to come together as a community and try to fight for our human rights, she said. And now, especially, it's not just affecting the queer community, but many other communities. I think that we are able to support each other in a way that we didn't have to before. And because of that, it's made us a lot stronger.
Yeah, it's been a hard time for the community overall under this administration. It isn't the first time that we've had to come together as a community and try and fight for our human rights. And now, especially, it's not just affecting the queer community, but many other communities. And I think that we are able to support each other in a way that we didn't have to before. And
I have a question, okay? When did the world become so politicized where even athletes are using their voices to try to speak up and be activists, where actors are speaking up trying to be activists? I don't remember this 15, 20 years ago. I don't remember looking at sports teams, watching, sports with my family going, whoa, wow, what do they mean these communities are being attacked? Like, that just never happened. So I don't understand why this is happening right now, right? The Olympics is supposed to actually be non-political. A Ukrainian athlete got disqualified because he had a bunch of dead Ukrainian people that were athletes or something like that were on his helmet, right? Like paintings or stickers or whatever. And they said, no, that's political because they died in the Russia-Ukraine war, got disqualified. That guy now is a hero amongst the people that are celebrating or fighting for Slava Ukraini. So the Olympics said a clear, hard no to that. Yet, American athletes, American representatives are speaking up about how America is being destroyed because of the current administration and people's rights are being stripped away. Like, it's just so ridiculous.
Because of that, it's made us a lot stronger. I hope I can use my platform and my voice throughout these games to try and encourage people to stay strong in these hard times. I know that a lot of people say, you're just an athlete, like, stick to your job,
yes.
Shut up about politics, but politics affect us all. It is something that I will not just be quiet about, because
so when people talk about divisiveness, what she's doing right now is being divisive. She's politicizing something that doesn't need to be politicized. She's actively choosing to speak about something that she doesn't need to speak about. She's there for a job. Her job is to figure skate. Do your figure skating, shut up and dribble, right? Like, it's plain and simple.
It is something that affects us in our everyday lives. So, of course, there are things that I disagree with, but as a community, we are strong and we support each other, and brighter days are ahead of us.
Ugh, it's so freaking annoying. Glenn, who publicly came out as pansexual in 2019, represents the best of America. The first out woman to compete for Team USA in figure skating, Glenn displayed her greatness this past weekend. Her performance helped the U.S. squad secure its second consecutive team figure skating gold medal. As a thank you, MAGA heads who claim they follow an American first belief system filled up her social media feeds with venomous attacks. Oh my goodness. Who is Amber Glenn? One of the most vocal LGBTQ plus advocates in international sport, the 26-year-old Glenn is a 3-time U.S. champ leading up to the Milan Games. She handed out pride pins to fellow athletes. While she loves performing on ice, her favorite part of figure skating is the platform it provides her. Of course, yeah, you like being in front of the world to be an activist. You're just like that kid that sails around the world, whatever the hell her name is, right? For me, it gives me more of a voice. It is the biggest stage that I could ask for as an athlete, for people to ask me certain questions and being able to extend my message to people around the world. Glenn previously told Outsports, that's all I can ask for someone who wants to push the sport towards forward and advocate for mental health and the queer community. This is something I hope I can not just do for myself, but for the community. So far, she's living up to her word. So it's self-admitted right here that this athlete, the best part about it is the platform that it provides her. Being able to speak on an international platform, a microphone, so she can push her LGBTQ pride stuff. This is so bizarre. Imagine being such a top tier athlete, and the thing that you love the most is sitting in front of a microphone, in front of the press, saying, yeah, I'm going to push my activism for the next 20 seconds or 30 seconds, and the whole world's going to get to hear me. That's a bizarre thing to say or to even strive to want as a top tier athlete in the world. But again, the woke mind virus, you can see, has taken people over. So I'm going to pass the question off to you. How do you feel about this? How do you feel about this chick winning a gold medal? How do you feel about her activism for the pride community? Let me know your guys' thoughts and concerns down below. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit the like, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye for now.